Well, what mindset, what strategy is driving Putin's attack? What does he want? Where does he stop, do you believe?
Yes, it's an important question to understand the adversary, and Putin has himself clearly stated that objective. He wants a political control over Kiev. He wants to make sure that Kiev is aligned completely with Russia. He doesn't believe Ukraine deserves to be an independent state, so he will try to take over the capital of Kiev on the attack that he launched in the early days of today, actually early hours, in a kind of cowardly way while his own citizens were sleeping, especially when we know that a lot of these recordings and his addresses were pre-recorded, including the meeting of the National Security Council. So I think he is launching this war in hiding from his own people.
You have friends and family in Kiev. What are you hearing from them?
Well, absolutely. I mean, everybody woke up in the new world today. Unfortunately, this world is full of bomb smokes, civilians dying. What I hear is that there's quite a big movement of people towards western frontier of Ukraine, next to Poland, but also that a lot of people are staying with their families in Kiev. So far, Russians have been targeting military infrastructure, but they also destroyed several airports in the west of Ukraine. So the whole country is, you know, on one hand, at grip of aggression, but on the other hand, the Ukrainian armed forces are putting up resistance. It's not 2014. Russia's war came to Ukrainian land in 2014, and I feel sorry that, you know, it has to come again and, you know, hurt more life and cause more death.
What assistance does Ukraine require now from the international community? What do you want to see?
Well, first of all, it's very important that Western community and the whole world, and here I am speaking also to Chinese audience and to, you know, India and other countries, that, you know, the world has to call a spade a spade. It's an aggression or unjustified war. And I think what Ukraine needs is as much support for Ukrainian armed forces to protect the civilians, to protect their land. There has to be assistance in, you know, everything from logistics to medical equipment, evacuation, hospitals. Ukraine needs land lease type of economic assistance so that it could purchase necessary things. There has to be a clear message on non-recognition of any illegitimate government that Putin will install, and of course sanctions and on Russia. And here I'll just say one thing. Russia's national bank holds securities and assets in foreign currency. If Russian CBI is sanctioned, this will cripple Russian foreign reserves substantially, and this is what should be done.
What do you say to those people who will say that you could see this crisis coming years away? I wonder, is this as much about a failure of Western diplomacy as it is about Russia's aggression?
I will tell you, to my mind, what is the main cause of this crisis, and this is Russia's own U-turn into more autocratic governance at home, where President Putin is not accountable to anybody and can unilaterally launch a military aggression against the neighbor state. This is at the core of it. NATO is a defensive alliance, was never posing any direct threat to Russian territory, and Ukraine honestly has no perspective of becoming even a NATO member. What was threatening for Russia is the very existence of Ukraine that is governed in a democratic way, not the way Russia is governed today. This is how I see it.